everyone, my name is Chelsey. I'm a fitness and sports instructor at CFB Borden. Today I'm going to be taking you through a core stability workout. For today's workout, all you'll need is a mat, a water bottle, and a kettlebell. Alright, so getting into the purpose of the workout today, the main purpose is going to be core activation. So for those of you who might be wondering, what exactly is the core? The core is essentially a collection of muscles that surround the trunk here. Their purpose is to stabilize the trunk and the spine. So for today's workout, we're going to be focusing on trying to activate all of those muscles. Having a strong core is going to help reduce the risk of injuries involving the back, and also having a strong core can help lead to improved posture. Okay, so now we're going to be getting started with our demonstrations. If at any point during this workout you start to feel pain, I recommend stopping completely and seeking out a medical professional, whether it's your chiro, physio, or doctor. Feeling pain during any type of exercise is not typically normal, so just get that checked out before continuing any type of exercise. If you feel slightly uncomfortable throughout the workout, that's typically normal when you're exercising. It's okay to kind of go outside of your comfort zone and start to feel uncomfortable. However, when you start moving into that pain category, that's when we need to stop and we should not continue. So just keep that in mind throughout the workout today. So, going into our demonstrations, for the first one, we're going to be doing a Kettlebell Halo. So Kettlebell Halo is a really good core stability exercise as well as shoulder mobility. So you're going to need your kettlebell for this one. We're going to be starting in a kneeling stance. So you can just start with your right knee on the ground, left leg out in front. From here, we're going to pick your kettlebell up by the horns. So kettlebell is going to be bottoms up. You're going to be starting kettlebell bottoms up just below your chin, kind of at your chest area. From here, we're going to draw a halo around our head. So keeping your elbows tucked, drawing a halo around my head, and bringing it right back down in front of me here. So for this exercise, when we're bringing the kettlebell around our head, try to avoid flaring the ribs out, okay? So try to avoid hyperextending the back. We want to make sure that we're bracing our core, we're keeping our ribs down, avoid those ribs from flaring, especially when you're in that overhead position. Okay, so we're going to be going for 30 seconds in total. Remember to breathe throughout, avoid holding your breath for all the exercises I'm going to show you today. Go for about 15 seconds in one direction, and then we'll switch 15 seconds in the other direction. Keep your elbows nice and tucked, keep the kettlebell nice and close to your head. So that's the first one. For the second exercise is going to be a tabletop crawl. So for this exercise, you'll need a little bit of space. If you don't have too much space, totally okay. I just recommend taking 4 to 5 steps forward and then 4 to 5 steps back. So for the tabletop crawl, we're going to be in this position here, making sure everything is in line. My wrists, elbows, shoulder. My knee is in line with my hip. I'm going to have a nice flat back here. My knees are just going to be hovering the floor, just about an inch or so. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay, so hovering the floor here. Making sure my hips are staying square to the floor. I'm taking 4 steps forward, and then again, 4 steps backwards. If you find it too hard to go backwards, then you can just spin around and go forwards both ways. We're going to be going for 30 seconds in total for that one as well. The next one is going to be a dead bug. So for this one, you're going to be lying flat on your back. From here, I want you to focus on tilting your pelvis so that you're pressing your low back into the floor. You shouldn't be able to fit your hand underneath your low back. Next step, we're going to be bringing the legs up to 90 degrees here. Notice my feet are flexed. I don't have lazy feet. They're flexed like so. And both hands are going to be straight up in the air. So we have 2 options for this one. Typical dead bug, extending opposite arm. Make sure I don't kick my water bottle. Opposite arm to opposite leg. And back up. Alternating sides. Okay, making sure you're keeping your chin tucked And also when you're in that extended position, check in with that low back, make sure it's nice and flat on the floor. The other option for that one, if you find it a little bit difficult, we can just do the legs. So keeping my arms here, still pressing my low back to the floor, just extending one leg at a time. Nice, slow and controlled movements. And again, making sure you're breathing throughout. At no point in time do I want you holding your breath. Last exercise that we have is going to be a suitcase carry. All right, so grabbing your kettlebell again. If you don't have a kettlebell at home, you can always use a water jug or a laundry detergent jug. Anything will work, really. So for this one, if you don't have a lot of space, you can just do an isometric hold. Okay, so holding the kettlebell in your right hand, nice tight grip on the kettlebell, upright posture, shoulders down and back. Making sure that it's not leaning against your thigh. Once you're in this position, you'll notice right away the kettlebell wants to pull you down to the side. From here, you want to keep that nice tall posture, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. For the next set, we're just going to switch over to the other hand. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can do this exercise walking. So if you have some space, exact same idea, just walking. I'm not going to walk today because I want to stay in the camera, so I'm just going to do a suitcase hold for that one. You guys can decide which one you want to do, totally up to you. So we'll hop into a quick little warm-up before we get into our workout. For the first part of our warm-up, we're going to be working on some thoracic spine mobility. So starting in our tabletop position, take your left hand, bring it behind your head or behind your neck, and from here, looking all the way up at your elbow in the sky, and back down nice and slow. We're going to do 5 reps, and then we'll switch 5 reps on the other side. Next, we're going to come into our high plank. Second step, shifting your hips back into downwards facing dog. Hold it here for maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and then coming back into our high plank. Okay, we're going to do 5 reps. Nice and slow, making sure you're breathing throughout. Once you're done 5, drop your knees back to the floor. We'll come into our tabletop position. So again, everything's in line, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Your knees are going to be in line with your hip. From here, tucking the toes under, slightly hovering the knees off the floor. Okay, so we're in our tabletop. Next, we're going to lift opposite foot and opposite hand. So my right hand and my left foot, slightly hovering off the floor and back down. Okay, alternating. We're going to do 5 each side. Your hands and your feet don't have to lift a lot off the floor, just slightly. Okay, so 5 each side. Keeping your hips nice and square to the floor. Good. Staying in our tabletop. From here, extending the left arm straight out in front and back down to the floor. We'll go for 5 and then switch. Switch if you haven't already. Good. Flipping over onto your back. We're gonna do our legs only dead bug. So here, hands straight up in front of you. Slowly extending your left leg and bringing it back in. Right leg. We're gonna do 3 on each side. And last part of our warm-up, we're going to be staying in our dead bug position. From here, okay, lifting your legs up to 90, feet are flexed. We're going to take our hands, push our hands against our thighs. Okay, so actively pressing into my thighs. My thighs are trying to push into my hands. Again, check in with the low back, make sure it's flat on the floor. From here, we're going to hold this position. All right, so don't hold your breath. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to be holding it for 20 seconds. We'll do that 2 times. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You might feel your abdomen start to shake a little bit. That's okay. It's meant to be challenging. And time. We'll do one more set. All right, last time. Set yourselves back up. 3, 2, 1, go. Five seconds. And time. That concludes our warm-up. So grab yourselves a quick drink, clear some space. Again, throw on your music if you would like, and we'll get started with the workout. Okay, let's get started with our workout today. So again, we're doing 30 seconds for every exercise with minimal rest in between. We're going to be aiming for probably 3 to 4 sets in total. In between each of our sets, we're going to be resting for 45 to 60 seconds. So grab your water bottle so you have it nearby. If you have music that you'd like to play in the background, feel free to play your favorite music. I'll be keeping track of time. I have a stopwatch here, so I'll let you know when to start and stop each of the exercises. Okay, so starting with our Kettlebell Halo, I hope you're all ready. Grab that kettlebell, bottoms up position. We're going to be going 30 seconds in total. I'll tell you when we're halfway so that you can switch directions. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Good, and switch to the other direction. If you want to switch your stance and bring your other leg forward, you can do that as well. Nice and slow and controlled. Don't forget to breathe. Good, and that's time. Moving into our second exercise right away. It's going to be our tabletop crawl. In 3, 2, 1, go. We're about halfway through this one. Just nice small steps. And time. Get set up for your dead bug. Again, you can choose whichever variation you're most comfortable with. Arms and legs, or just the legs. In 3, 2, 1, go. Check in with that low back here. Make sure you're pressing it into the floor. And that's time. Last exercise. So for this one, we're just going to be doing one hand. So let's start on our right hand. Either your isometric hold or your walking carry. 3, 2, 1, go. Again, try to keep your posture upright. Try not to let that kettlebell pull you down. We're halfway. And time. Grab a quick drink if you need it. We'll do 3 more sets of that just so that our carries are even. We'll do 2 in our right hand, 2 in our left hand. All right, set number 2. Starting with our halo. In 3, 2, 1, go. Check in with those ribs, make sure they're not flaring out. Good, switch to the other direction. Time. Tabletop crawl. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Five seconds. Time. Dead bugs. Three, two, one, go. Halfway. Time. Last one of this set is our carry or our hold. So left hand this time. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget to breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 10 seconds. Obviously, the heavier the weight for this one, the more challenging it's going to be. And time. Awesome work, everybody. Again, quick water break, quick rest here. 2 more sets. Go in about 20 seconds or so. Grab that kettlebell, set yourselves up for your halo. All right, here we go, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, go. Making sure you're bringing that kettlebell down to your chest, right below your chin with every rep. Switch to the other direction. Time. Crawling. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Time. Who knew crawling would be so hard? Used to do it all the time when we were kids and when we were babies, and as we get older, we lose that movement pattern. Dead bugs. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds. Time. Last carry or hold on our right hand. 3, 2, 1, go. About halfway. 5 seconds. Time. Good. Grab a drink if you need it. I like those carries or those holds too, not only focusing on core stability, also focusing on that grip strength. Making sure you have a nice tight grip on that kettlebell. All right, so we only have one more set in today's workout. As you can see, it's a super simple workout. You don't need a lot of exercises to have an effective workout. Only 4 exercises in today's session, 30 seconds each. Obviously you can do more sets if you would like, but I think that 3 to 4 sets is an ideal amount of sets to start out with. All right, last set. Hope you're all ready. Grab your kettlebell. We'll start in about 10 seconds with our Kettlebell Halos. Last time. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Switch to the other direction. Time. Crawling. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there, everybody. Last time crawling. Time. Dead bugs. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Five seconds. Time. Last exercise, folks. Grab your kettlebell or water jug, whatever you're using. Left hand. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there. Time. Awesome job, everyone. Grab yourself a drink. We'll do a few cool down exercises. All right, I hope everyone is feeling good. We'll just do a few exercises here before our workout is complete, or cool down is complete rather. So our first one, we're gonna be starting in the child's pose. So sitting your hips back, hands out in front. Hold it here for about 5 seconds, and then we're slowly gonna transition into this pose here, dropping your hips to the floor, dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. If this is painful for you, feel free to just come from your elbows here or on your forearms. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth through these 2 movements 5 times, nice and slow, making sure that you're breathing throughout. Just 5 reps at your own pace. Good, next one that we'll do, get everybody lying on their side here. Your arm can be straight up overhead, it's probably the easiest, or you can have it out in front here. Next, we're going to take your left arm or left hand, bring it behind your head or behind your neck, and then just pretend like we're opening a book, looking over at your elbow, and coming back forward. We'll go for 5 reps nice and slow, and then we'll switch to the other side. Switch to the other side if you haven't already. Good, and lastly, we're just going to finish with some nice belly breathing to help bring our heart rate down. So just lying on your back, wherever is most comfortable for you. Your legs can be bent or your legs can be extended. From here, I just want you to place your hands on the lower part of your stomach and focus on breathing into your hands. So big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You can close your eyes if you'd like. We're going to take 10 big deep breaths here. Filling up your stomach with air and then slowly pushing all of that air out of your stomach. Good, and when you're done your 10 breaths, slowly coming back up to the seated position. That concludes our core stability workout for today, everyone. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Good job today, guys.